Hey there, Craze here. Sorry if I sound like shit. I'm recording some of this while I'm sick. That's not very good. I am very congested right now, so my voice is probably gonna sound a little weird. Besides that, you may have noticed that I haven't really released a full video like this in a while. Originally, this video was supposed to come out sooner. Unfortunately, as I was making this video, my tablet decided to just basically die forever. To be fair, the thing was like, 5 years old? That's gonna happen. Unfortunately, I was almost done with that video and it didn't get backed up onto the editing software I use. Even though I was sure I made an account and everything, but oh well. So I have to remake this entire video, but that's okay. Hopefully I can make some new points that I didn't make when I first made this video. I mean, it should be pretty easy to do with the concept and everything. Anyways, let's stop talking about all the boring stuff. This video is going to be redesigning the characters from Loonatics Unleashed. I really only heard of this whole Loonatics Unleashed thing because of the Hugbees video on it. Yeah, and I just got inspired to make redesigns of the characters because of just the sheer amount of insanity of the clips I saw. The whole show, it opens up on, like, Ace Bunny using fucking laser eyes. Like, how is that not unhinged? I really do think the most major issue with the show is just that it was released at the wrong time. Like, I know that people nowadays would love a show that's just completely unhinged and edgy, just for the sake of being unhinged and edgy. Like, even if there was a bunch of critics saying, oh, that's a bad thing, I'm sure there would be, like, an even larger fan base than there was back in the day. It's just that with the time it was released, I think the biggest concern was, I'm not letting my children watch these absolutely defaced versions of the Looney Tunes. Which I honestly find hilarious because it's honestly just chaotic from the clips I saw. So the question is, who are the Loonatics? Well, allow me to introduce you to Ace Bunny. Okay, alright, start. Lexi Bunny. Alright, yep, real names. Rev Runner. Danger Duck. Techie Coyote. And I think I found the perfect name for my firstborn. Slam Tasmania. What are these names? What is this? What did I sign myself up for? Okay, sorry. It's been a while since I worked on this because I lost all my progress on this video. I just forgot how ridiculous the naming is in this show. Anyways, we're gonna be redesigning Ace Bunny, Lexi Bunny, and Rev Runner in this video, and then the next video will be Danger Duck, Techie Coyote, and Slam Tasmanian. Jesus, these names! I don't think it helps that I'm sick while I'm recording this. But let's just get into it before I absolutely lose it.
And you are...
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Negasonic Teenage... What the shit?!
Alright, we might as well start off with the basically leader of the group, Ace Bunny. Now, I decided to keep his name as just Ace because, I mean, it really wasn't a bad name. It's certainly not the worst of the names. And I think this is really just where I wanted to solidify what I was going to do with the character designs. because I didn't want them all looking completely the same. I sort of wanted their personality to, like, shine through, yet I still wanted them to look like a group, you know? So, I decided that they'd have, like, tactical gear that still reflected their role as the Loonatics. In this case, I wanted to primarily carry over Ace's ability in martial arts, but I wanted there to be a sort of character arc where at first he's more of like an expert in charisma than in fighting. So he's good at like making quips and whatnot, but he's not that good at fighting at first. And I figured he could probably train with Lexi since she's supposed to be like the strong female character. I figured that like they could train together and he can work on his ability to fight. So you can see in his outfit, I decided to give him a belt that resembled a karate belt. You also see that I made the primary color of his outfit yellow because, I mean, that's basically his color in the show. But I didn't want all the outfits to just be black. Like, I know it's easy to just make a character wear black, but I wanted to give myself a bit of a challenge with these designs, you know? You'll also see that I end up giving him white fur with gray spots just to give him a bit of a unique look. I know that would probably be difficult to actually animate in a show where that's supposed to have like a lot of action scenes. I know that's why like the Miraculous Ladybug team made a 3D animated show instead of a 2D animated show because the inconsistent placement of the dots on her outfit would have like caused motion sickness, sort of. Anyways, it's not like I made these designs to be animated anyways. I just made these for fun, which I should probably like state that I really don't want to put any hate onto the show. It's as much of a mess as it can be. I'm sure that there are people who enjoy the show for what it is, and honestly, I respect you. Being able to have something you enjoy is honestly awesome, and if it's an unhinged, edgy superhero version of the Looney Tunes, I am all here for it. You do you. Anyways, I'm actually really happy with this design. I didn't think I was gonna be at first, but just seeing everything finally together, I actually like it quite a bit. Here is Ace Bunny, the leader of the Loonatics. Now moving on to Lexi Bunny.
Why not? You're nothing but a prostitute. How dare you call me a prostitute? But you are!
Hi, I'm not completely sick anymore, so hopefully this segment sounds a little bit more put together than the last one. So, this design was probably the easiest one to do, to be honest. Her outfit is really simple, but I think it still looks nice enough to stand alongside the others, you know? I think the most adjustments I would make really would just be in her abilities. One of her abilities is chlorokinesis, so she can control plants. And I wanted to add a little more green to her design to kind of tie all of that together. The thing is, she also has, like, super hearing. That's this one thing with the show that I didn't really get, is why they have, like, multiple powers, when usually the whole gimmick is that they have, like, a certain power that makes them stand out. So, instead of it being a superpower, I think it can just be more of a character thing that, like, she just unconsciously eavesdrops on everything, and it can sometimes help them out in battle, like, oh no, what's their weakness? I don't know what their weakness is. Oh, actually, their weakness is XYZ. And since I basically nerfed Ace, I think it would just be nice to have her work with him to train so he can get better with his abilities. I also think she could have, like, semi-chaotic energy. I found that aspect kind of worked with Lola's character in the Looney Tunes show, so I think just, like, that, but toned down a little bit given what the tone of this show is what I think supposed to be. I honestly can't tell with all the ridiculous shit that happens, but, like, basically Lola from the Looney Tunes show, but toned down a little bit. That's what I think her personality would be like. Other than that, I don't have too much to say. I kind of just came up with it as I went with Lexi. Speaking of which, here's her full design. Let's move on to Rev Runner. Jesus, that fucking name.
Bruce, it's been 5 years. You still owe me $16. Fuck off.
Okay, I have quite a bit to say about this one. First of all, Jesus Christ, Nutmeg. I don't know if you completely heard that, but that was my cat burying her in her litter box. Back on topic, I am incredibly proud of this design. There was probably the most thought put into this one in particular, just because I had so many ideas. First of all, I renamed him to Roadster because that was his name in the original promotional material before they completely changed everything. That was back when he looked like this. Also, if you couldn't tell by the background color that I use, I made him blue again. Yay! Woohoo! I think there's supposed to be like another blue character that shows up that's also like, I don't fucking know, okay? I just wanted to make him blue again. I don't like the fact that he's red. He looks like he was skinned. I also had an actual theme that I wanted to use when going into this, and that was like deserty inspiration because, you know, it's fucking Roadrunner. With this design, kind of like the extra green that I added in Lexi's design, I decided to keep the red as a sort of accent color just to make certain things stand out, and honestly, I'm really glad that I did because it just makes the design look even cooler. Also, completely off topic, but I originally recorded this segment when I was sick alongside Ace's segment, and it was just completely bafflingly awful. I didn't even say any of the points that I wanted to make. I just had to get that part off of my mind to let you know that it could be worse. It could be much worse. Anyways, in terms of character, I really didn't want him to just be like the stereotypical talking really fast and basically like the ADHD equivalent speedster, woo. Because honestly, that gets so tiring for me. Instead, I kind of like wanted his character to be like he thinks he's hot shit. He thinks he's just like absolute hot shit, and then he just gets completely humbled and everyone just gets pissed off at him. But 2 seconds later, he's back to thinking he's hot shit. Something I did want to maintain from the original show was like his sort of friendship that he has with Techie Coyote. Jesus fucking Christ, these names once again. Anyways, I just wanted to keep that idea because I honestly just thought it was one of the better things about the show. At least, like, what I've seen of it, the few clips that I looked into and whatnot. Anyways, all of that being said, here is my absolute favorite design of this bunch so far, and probably overall, Roadster. Let's get into my closing thoughts, shall we? Alright, that was certainly a video. It was much worse when I was sick, and I didn't have any clear thinking at all, trust me. Anyways, I did notice that in a few earlier clips that there was a weird buzzing noise, so I'll try to figure out what that was. I don't think it's happened so far with any of the other ones that I recorded while I wasn't sick. I'll just make sure that it doesn't happen again, because it's really annoying looking back on it. But I don't want to re-record some of those segments, so yeah. Anyways, it was really fun making these redesigns, especially because I don't really draw animals all that often. It's really just not what I do, so drawing anthropomorphic animal characters kind of helped me figure out how to draw animals, I guess? I don't know. I mean, obviously I wouldn't draw a normal dog the same way I would an anthropomorphic animal. I think that would make me feel too weird. Speaking of anthropomorphic animals, honestly, I have to respect furries. I don't know how you're able to understand how drawing animals works. I just really cannot grasp my head around it, so shout out to furries. You can draw. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, stay tuned for part 2, because there's always more. You could also like, comment, subscribe even, perhaps? Or don't. I don't care. It's your choice. Anyways, this has been Craze, and see ya in hell.